Bam! How's it going, guys? Token Vaping. So today's juice review is another flavor that I was able to acquire for the purpose of a review from an amazing group of people, Vaping Industries. They are based in California. They also have a distribution site as well, Vaping Industries Distro. Have a huge array of juices to try out, to check out, to purchase. As far as they also do devices as well. They do have brick and mortar shops in California, but they distribute out all over the country. So really big. Definitely check them out at vapingindustries.com. I will put the link to that website in the comment box. I'll also put a direct link to this flavor as well. It's just one among a huge variety of lines that they carry. They distribute out, like I said, and I believe it's free shipping on orders over $50. You can also, if you want to save money, use my name. It's TVaping10 on checkout. It will save you 10% as well. Now, the cool thing about this this group of people is that in shop, with the lines of juices that they carry, they won't just suggest a flavor that they like. They will recommend and suggest flavors to all sorts of vapors on lines that not only they have sampled and have tried and have had good dealings with, but also ones that customers come in and say, hey, do you guys have this? Or I really like this one. You know, I get it all the time. So not only is it just an employee preference, but it's also wide based off of customers as well. So it's not a total biased opinion just because they carry it in shop. Not everybody's going to like every style of juice that's out there, but it's also ones that they recommend because, you know, there's a bunch of customers that come in and buy the juice as well. So with that, the flavor that we are doing today is Peach Paradise. This one is made actually by the company DV8. And if you've seen my other videos, I have done reviews on their other flavors as well. So you can definitely check them out to get an idea more about their company. But this is a newer flavor from them. And this is a peach, I think it's white and yellow peaches with juicy pears and tones of apples as well. So this should be a really fruity, citrusy style vape flavor. But this is the box here. Name, milligrams. On the side, it's got their mix ratio, which is an 80-20, and it's the size of the bottle is a 30 ml. It has all the warning and ingredient labeling on the back as well. Instagram, Facebook, and that's the box basically there. Now, this is offered in a 0, 3, and a 6, so you know they do offer nicotine as well. But it's, again, nowadays it's not so much about how much nicotine you can get out of the flavor; it's how much flavor and enjoyment you can get out of the vape itself. So this is the bottle. As you can tell, it's not a really colored liquid. It's pretty clear. Has the scan code here as well. Deviate logo, Peach Paradise, 30 ml bottle, 3 milligram nicotine, pear peach. And it does have all the warning ingredient labelings there. Now, this is safety sealed. So this is a first vape, first review, and we are doing it on fresh cotton as always. And as always, my cotton of choice, you all know it, guess it. Texas Tough Cotton. It just works really well for me. You know, it's easy to work with. It's really durable, holds up really well under heat. And the main reason why I like it is that it doesn't have a very strong cotton taste right off the bat. So you basically get straight flavor immediately off the get-go. So on Instagram, it's Texas Tough Cotton. Now, this is Peach Paradise. We're going to go ahead and bust this open. And as I said, I mean, if you check out the website for Vaping Industries, I mean, they have got an amazing amount of juice lines that they carry, they sell, they distribute out. And I mean, and I'm not talking like cheap brands either. I mean, they've got some of the big name, high quality lines that are out there. I mean, you would be really hard pressed to go to the website and go through the entire lineups that they have and honestly be able to say there isn't a single one on there that you don't like. Pricing is really reasonable as well. Trust me, it's definitely worth the investment. Okay, so off of first smell, basically I'm getting the initial inhale of it is definitely a peach. The ending of it, I'm getting a lot of apple actually. I'm not getting a lot of the pear in the inhale, which is kind of surprising because pear to me has a little bit more of a bite in the smell than an apple does. But you know, we'll definitely see. Like I said, I have done reviews on the other flavors from this company, so they were pretty solid. So I'm curious to see how this lines up since most of their other flavors were a bit heavier and not really on the lighter fruity side. But as always, regardless of anything else, you know, it is my opinion. Everybody has a different one. Everybody has a different vaping style, vaping flavor preferences, things like that. So I'm not trying to impose my opinion on anybody, and I'm not trying to force it on anyone to say that this is what you should get out of it. I'm just trying to give you a little bit more information to go off of so that you can get a better idea whether or not it's a flavor that might work for you or if it's something that you may want to pass on at the moment and maybe try again later down the road. So don't think that I'm trying to force it upon anybody. I'm just trying to help as much as possible because, you know, that's what it's all about, is helping each other and finding that flavor that works best for you. So I'm going to go ahead and cap up as I did the pre-burn already. And as always, I am vaping at 75 watts. So this is Peach Paradise, made by Deviate Liquids that I acquired from Vaping Industries. Okay, so right off the bat, as you can tell, that's got some really good clouds to it. It is an 80-20, so you would expect it to have a denser vape to it. It does throw a few people off because, you know, even though it is a heavier VG mix, you know, the fruitier, the citrus type flavors, they tend to still have, you know, the clouds aren't always as dense as other type vapes. Okay, so I got a pretty good hit off of that. I'm going to go ahead and just drip a couple more drops and try to get a little bit fuller of a vape off of it. Okay, so after a couple of good solid hits off of that, as you can tell, like I said, the clouds are really solid for an 80-20 mix, and off of a more citrus-based flavor, it is actually impressive that they are still that dense. Now, goods and bads. Good-wise, it is a clean, crisp vape. It is pretty light. It's not a heavy vape. It's not going to weigh you down or anything like that. This is definitely something that I could definitely see vaping on like a warmer day or a hot day. It has a very light vape to it. However, this is supposed to be a combination of pear, peach, with an undertone of apples. And to be honest with you, all I really get out of it for me is the peach. Now, I like peach flavors, so I mean, as a peach flavor, it has a very clean, nice peach vape to that. However, by saying that there's supposed to be pear and apple in it as well, those are flavors that you start trying to look for or taste in the vape. And by not being able to taste them, at least I don't, it kind of makes the flavor a little bit of a letdown as far as for an all-around flavor. Also, it being lighter on the flavor wise because you know, like the fruits and citrus are a bit lighter than like custards and creams. Regardless of how thick the mixture is, for me, and I am a little more sensitive to it than others are, but I do get a slight tickle on my throat. Now, it's not enough to make it an unvapable flavor. However, because I prefer the smoother vapes, the heavier vapes where I don't have the throat hit, it does deter it a little bit for me. Okay. So, you know what? I'm actually going to try, bear with me here 1 second. I'm actually going to try bringing it up 10 watts at 85. I'm just curious to see if it makes a change in the flavor. Okay. So it does make it a little bit warmer. Still not getting much of a pear flavor. And now I know pear isn't a strong flavor when you eat it, but it does have a slight enough bite to it that it should pop up somewhat in the flavor. The undertone is apple, but it's not as it in the smell is actually stronger than the actual undertone in the vape. So overall, I would honestly say Peach Paradise, while it's a really good peach flavored vape, if you're looking for the three flavors that it lists as peach, pear, and apple, it is a bit disappointing because the pear for me was pretty much non-existent, and the apple is really, really slight on the undertone. But definitely check it out. One flavor among many is, it's not a bad thing. Like I said, everybody has a different taste palette, so it may work for some people who are looking for a lighter vape, who are looking for a peach vape. Overall, if you're looking for the full flavor hit out of it with all three flavors, it might be a little disappointing to most. So, but definitely check it out. Like I said, they are made by Deviate. I have had other reviews done for their lines. Peach Paradise, it is distributed by Vaping Industries. Definitely check them out. Vapingindustries.com. They're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter as well. They have brick and mortar shops, so if you're in the California area, definitely go in and check them out. Great, great people, amazing customer service. As always, I'm always grateful for any review that I'm able to do for anybody, whether it's a distribution company, a shop company, a juice company, does not matter. I'm always humbled with the ability to be able to do so. So Vaping Industries, thank you so very much for this opportunity. Definitely check them out. I will put a direct link to the juice in the comment box. I will also put the link for Vaping Industries in there as well. Remember, on checkout, if you use TVaping10, it'll save you 10% on your complete order. Free shipping, $50 or over on vapingindustries.com. As always, guys, I'm Token Vaping, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest. Anything that I can do to help make your vaping experience more enjoyable, however I can enhance it for you, I will absolutely be more than willing to do so. Definitely hit me up. Do everything I can to help you out as best I can. But at the end of the day, no matter what, always remember, vape on, vape strong, and have a good night.